is, and I actually just forgot, so I'm gonna have to look into my chat history and see what his name is. I'm gonna start calling him something else other than Barcode Terran. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna go into GSL Antiga Shipyards, ladies and folks. All that folklore. Let's go ahead and go into this chat box. Shazing. My nick is Sash, by the way. Ooh, Sexy Sash. May I call him Sasha? No, that'd be mean, because I don't want to get all sexist in here. But maybe it is a female name. Maybe it isn't. It doesn't matter. Either way, we know that this Terran is a force to be reckoned with. Sash putting in some really sexy micro, as well as some showing us a lot of nice knowledge about this game. Not just memorizing build orders, not just doing what he's seeing the pros doing, but implementing you know, just things that work, like those marine timings on that particular map for Ohana last game, as well as you making all of his units work, put in more work than they cost, and really showing us just how powerful small groups of units, small groups of armies can be when spread across the map, how much damage they can really do. Big shout out to Mr. Sash, putting in some very sexy gameplay as well. We have BuFuZang, who has also worked his way through the brackets just as much as Sash, and is going to go ahead and meet Sash in the finals of this tournament, which is right here, right now. Here he is. He is going to be the Red Protoss. Red Rum is the call, and you know what? BuFuZang is fighting a player who just knocked out his friend. Now, BuFuZang spoke to me a little bit before this tournament, and he told me, hey, you know what? Bufu Celtic is actually my friend. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he said, no. He's not just my friend. I know him in real life. We're real life friends. I was like, oh, wow, that's really neat, man. So, BuFuZang going into this game immediately knows what he wants to do. He wants to win this game for his buddy, because his buddy just got knocked out of this tournament, and it's officially personal, baby. We do have a second gas going down. What is this in the base? We do have a reactor. This could be the signs of a 1-1-1. However, that second gas, a little uncommon to see with a 1-1-1. We'll see what this turns into for Mr. Sash. Oh, Mule going down. Isn't he sexy? He's got a lot of work ahead of him before he's aborted. And look at that. SCV said, I don't care if there's a probe right there. I does what I wants, and I scouts your base, good sir. Both are going to get a nice scout on each other. Actually, let's see. Yep, the supply depot is more than done. 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the game, and that bunker's done. But that probe actually gonna get shooed away by this Marine. But if that probe walked up here, he would have actually been able to see this reactor on there. And what are we gonna see? A factory. And I think we are gonna see a 1-1-1 going down here. I don't think this is gonna turn into an expansion. How? Because look at this. The traveling distance for this factory to switch with this reactor, I don't see that happening at all. I think we are going to see a powerful one base push coming, but I'm not sure it really is. I wouldn't count it out as this being a harassment style opening, because we've really seen macro from none other than Sash. Standard expansion timing going down. First we have our Zealot, then we have our Stalker, and in between getting our second Stalker out, that Nexus goes down. So this is a safe expansion. Oh, that poor guy said he said nothing because he died. And now he's gone. Now he disappeared. And that's how the world works. That's how babies are made, and that's how babies are not made. Mostly how they're not made. Alright, so if we look up here, we do see the factory is getting a tech lab on it, as well as the starport is just about to finish up. Are we going to see a little switcheroo here? Better believe it. And what do we see? Are we going to see an immediate unit being produced, or are we going to see an add-on going on here? We're going to see 3 gateways going down in this robotics facility, also going down. Actually, really fast timing for those robotics facility. Now it looks like, yeah, it does look like we're seeing a 1-1-1 Not sure what he wants to do with this factory quite yet, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see more Araxes go down, as it looks like he doesn't want to use his factories for something quite yet. Due to Cloak coming down, as this is going to be the harassment of choice as he masses up units in on his base. BuFuZang moving out with his observer is most likely going to be able to scout that there's no expansion here, and if it's 7 minutes and 15 seconds into the game, guess what? You got some shenanigans that you got to deal with. Now we do have the one Banshee already out, and very interesting. Sasha's deciding to go ahead and put that whatchamacallit? What's his name? What's his name? What is his name? Why is my brain farting? My brain is currently queefing like it's never queefed before. Reaper! No, that's not right. I'm gonna just pretend I never asked that question. God damn it. Right, here we go. Some harassment going down. At least two probes down on the ground. There is the Cloak, and it looks like the observer is nowhere to be seen. Ooh, we are going to lose a few probes, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. However, it is going to be a pain in the side, as this robotics facility needs to be used for one more observer instead of going into that immortal composition. But it looks like either way, BuFuZang wants to rush into the Colossus tech as opposed to making a few safe immortals to go ahead and keep his ground up. Raven, baby. It's called a Raven. So we do see this Raven being, thank you very much, SC2113. I'm so embarrassed that I queefed so hard on that. Anyway, that's what she said. I wish I didn't say that also. Alright, so we do have a Banshee gonna go ahead and follow up right after this Raven. Very interesting timing for the Raven. This Raven went right after this one Banshee, which wanted to do some harassment, but unfortunately it didn't fall. Unfortunately for BuFuZang, he does have one Banshee out on the field that can also cloak. Here comes the 111. Now this robotics facility wasn't able to make any immortals to deal with this tank, which is also existent. In case you were wondering, we don't have any siege tech yet. Actually, siege tech is just now finishing, as he opted to get siege tech, both siege tech, as well as cloak for the Banshees. This is going to be a really powerful 1-1-1 coming out for none other than Sash. Is this going to make the game? Does look like right now BuFuZang is expecting a bio army to come at him, as we do have the positioning of the observer to scout for any drop harassment, but he's not going to see that. He's going to see a very powerful 1-1-1. The drop is already up, but I think we do have at least one Colossus out. No, not quite yet. The Colossus was actually being delayed, as he is getting the thermal lance for it. Twilight coming up. Oh baby, here we go. The slow push of death. This is going to get really tense. And here we go, baby. The Marines ready to pew pew away. The cloak going down. This point defense drone going to nullify all of these stalkers, and this is going to be a really painful, really difficult push to hold for BuFuZang. A lot of people are already talking in chat saying, man, I don't think he can hold this. It looks way too difficult, man. I couldn't hold it. How could this be possible? This just looks too powerful, too soon, too much. BuFuZang gonna have a really hard battle ahead of him. That point defense drone actually still reaching this far. That's actually some killer range. Actually, that's like some amazing. Wow, that is some nasty range. That's like six range on that planetary. And here we go, baby. A little hold position there. He doesn't want to waste any more units than he has to, and now he is being forced to go ahead and give up his expansion, give up his natural. As he moves out, he does have one Colossus with thermal lance, but will it be too little, too late? This Colossus so valuable. Really, what his composition is equating to. Wants to go ahead and put his Colossus in good position, however, taking a lot of fire. And this may be what you call a build order win, if any. And this Nexus is going to go down, no doubt. A second Colossus on its way. One gateway going down. Upgrades are being pushed out. It looks like all those stalkers venturing out along this sector of the map. It's going to go ahead and get pummeled down super hard. These Banshees, though cloaked, even though there is an observer around here somewhere. I see him right here. Yep, we just clicked on him. These Banshees are still a force to be reckoned with, as they also have the backup of this one really powerful tank. This tank, these two tanks being... And here these Marines gonna have a heyday. Pewing away. Banshee's target firing it down. Manor Mule activated. Baby. Very, very hard situation for BuFuZang to deal with. For any Protoss player to deal with.